Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Court of Spades episode campaign. I was trying to say Tea&D Court of Spades campaign, but I messed it up. But that's okay. We're here. I'm Emily. I'm your dungeon master for the evening, as always, and I'm also your tiefling mythical beast, Nyx. So we're gonna do a quick recap of last week's session, as we always do. But first, let's do introductions.
Hello everybody, I'm Nat. I play the human druid Jezebel Amaric, and I've been paid.
Crinkle. Hi, I'm Wizard, and I play the Wizard.
What's his name?
Swearing.
Good. It's Nick's turn.
Oh, criminy! Hey, everybody. My name's Nick, and I'm new in town. I will be playing your Dragonborn fighter, Owl Chesterfield.
And as always, it's Daniel, also known as Detroit, playing Peter Longbottom, the Halfling Bard. And happy Super Bowl, question mark?
Happy Super Bowl.
Happy Super Bowl.
Happy Super Bowl from all these jocks.
All these jocks.
Also, I guess
Hey,
happy
I'm like
Chinese
halfway
New Year.
there.
Like,
Yeah, right.
that's also a thing.
Oh, also
yeah.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese.
Oh,
Thank you for
yeah.
joining us on this Super Bowl Chinese New Year.
It's the year of the boar, my birth year. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're back to being pigs, everybody.
Oh
Has
shit.
that ever not been the case?
Wait, that might be my birth year as well.
Haha.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, happy all those things. We're all here playing D&D.
happy Sunday night.
Yeah, exactly. Happy Court of Spades. So, actually, happy Gaelia, everybody, because that's what festival we're all at. Last
Yeah.
week, that's what you guys did. You guys started celebrating the Festival of Gaelia, in which a bunch of outsiders from all of the kingdoms of Althane, disregarding Elder's Bane for now because you're in Grimoire, are currently parading through Althane to trade goods and celebrate the harvest and just plain old have a good time. And the party began to have a good time and then encountered our new friend, Owl.
Yo, what's up?
Oh my god, sorry, there was just like a lot of noise coming from the hallway all of a sudden. Can you hear that?
Yeah,
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we
It sounds
can.
like Gaelia has arrived at your apartment building.
There's just like a whole pack of people yelling at each other in the hall. It's fine. Anyway. You guys ran into your new friend, Al Chesterfield, and then you met his parents, which was also a time. And speaking of parents, our own Peter Longbottom
Fuck.
has
Oh god, I
found
forgot.
himself face to face with none other than his mother. So,
Oh, alright.
without further ado, I just dropped my phone on the ground. Okay, let's jump into it. Peters, what are you doing here?
Joining in on the festivities. You might be wondering why I haven't wrote to you in a couple months.
Well, don't just stand there. Come give me a hug.
Of course. Oh, I missed you, Mom. And he gives her a hug.
Scoops him up. She's actually like a little bit smaller than you as
Oh,
far as halflings go. And she kind of looks at you with a little bit of teary eyes. She's like, it's been a while.
yeah, I've been quite busy with my studies. In fact, I was chosen to represent the college for the festivities. I will be performing later.
Make a deception check.
Fuck. Alright, it's a good thing I have a +9. Let's go. Alright, let's see here.
Just
Oh,
keep
Christ.
taking that whole shooter.
9 + 9, 18.
Okay. Despite you kind of stuttering your way through this lie,
I'm really nervous, Mom. You have no idea. It's been
she's
a long time coming.
yeah, I don't doubt it. That's amazing that you'd be chosen to do that. I'll be honest, I was a little worried when I hadn't heard from you for so long that maybe things weren't going too well, but to hear that they chose you to represent, well, I'm just so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. It really means a lot, actually. Oh god, I feel bad. No, that's not. I didn't say that in character.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't lie to my mother.
I only wish your father could be here to see how far you've come. He had to stay home, obviously, with the docks and everything.
Yeah.
It's a pretty busy season for them, but I wanted to come this year. I've always loved the festival and seeing everybody, and it's so good to see you. Before, I thought we weren't going to see you until Eldersbane, if see you at all.
Yeah, well, like I said, Festivity was coming in. They wanted me to hop in because of all my good marks,
That's wonderful, Peter.
I've been studying hard. That's why I haven't. Again, I apologize. I haven't talked to you in a while, or wrote in a while.
It's okay. I understand that you were studying hard, and I wouldn't want to take any time away from your studies or time that you could be spending with your peers.
Mm-hmm. But I'm glad you can make it though. I know how much these festivities mean to you, Mom. And well, I hope business is doing well.
Oh, it's going great. Your siblings and I have been running the shop as usual, and your father's doing well at the docks. It's been a really nice season, although there's been some recent trouble with sailors and well, there was that lockdown for a while, but there's just been a little bit of trouble. A couple of ships have disappeared lately, so
Oh.
yeah, they're trying to keep things tighter, I guess, security-wise at the docks. So it's not quite as easy to just launch a ship nowadays, but we're doing well.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, by the way, these are my friends from school. He looks back at the others, just like this expression of desperation, like fuck.
Nyx is standing there with his jaw open, and when you turn around to gesture at him, it snaps shut.
Marin immediately steps forward and sticks a hand out to shake hers.
And this is my friend Marin. They're also a performer up at the college. From a different branch, though. They were also chosen.
Specifically, evocation.
Oh, you're a wizard then.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm so glad to hear that Peter's been making friends.
Yep.
Oh, he's been
great friends.
Peter's everything okay? You seem a bit. I know you're nervous and all, but you've always been so talented. I can't imagine it'd be very difficult for you, especially what with all of your studies centering around your performance and your magic.
Well, it was I didn't expect to get picked out of all the parts. I didn't expect to get picked out of all people. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah. Her name is Isabel Longbottom.
Okay. Good to know.
Uh-huh.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Isabel. You can call me Mrs. Longbottom if that suits you best, but Isabel is just fine. So you said you study evocation magic, which is interesting because Peter, I thought your school was mainly for people studying music.
Oh, well, they've
It's a mix.
a mix. That's right.
I'm still a performer.
Oh,
Um,
what kind of performances do you do with evocation magic?
Yeah, man.
You know, Mara, like your fireworks, you know, just yeah.
Before I went to school, I traveled around with this one, and I gestured at Nix in
Yeah.
a circus.
Yeah, like a carnival type thing.
Along those lines.
But, you know, getting formally trained in magic and all, that's really important to me and Marin and Peter. It's a really good school, so yeah, it's great. Peter's
Meanwhile, Al is standing in the back of this, just sweating profusely. Like,
Owl.
what the fuck is going on? It's just, what the hell? None of what he is saying is what I have come to believe to be true. For the past 20 minutes I've known these people.
Marin like kind of stands in front of Owl like that'll do anything. Hide him.
Well, Mom, I'd hate to keep you away from the stall. You know, we ought to get back to practicing and looking around. But I'll be sure to stop by the stall and say hi again.
Yeah, are all of you performing, or is it just you?
No, it's just me. It's just me. I was picked. They didn't want me traveling along the road, especially after the shutdown. So
I cast message to Peter and say, "Are you sure about that?" Are you sure you want to go down that road?
Well, anyways, Mom, you know, gotta keep the business going. I'll see you later.
Oh, bye, Peter. It was great seeing you. I hope I see you again. Bye.
Yeah,
And as
love you,
we're
Mom.
leaving,
Pecks her head, and then runs off.
as they're walking away, I'll walk up to her and go, hi, my name's Al. Nice to
Al,
meet
please.
you. And
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Al.
and he'll just walk away.
Jess has been standing off to the
It's just-
side this
it's just-
entire time, looking completely and totally nonplussed.
Once we get far away, I'm like leaning against like a pillar, just like hyperventilating, just like.
So, that's your mom, huh?
What have I done? What did I say? What did I do?
I think you've dug yourself into a deeper grave with your
Yeah,
mother.
you're telling me, Marin.
Fucking.
Peter, did you like black out for that whole thing? Cause like,
Listen,
boy.
I just kept saying the first things that came to my head.
Yeah,
I didn't expect to
that
see my
was
mom of all people here.
pretty obvious.
And you told her that you were going to perform alone in front of this entire place.
Listen, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen, guy? I am a bard after all.
You have to perform in front of this entire place?
Um,
I think that is
alone?
literally the worst that could happen.
Ow!
Yes, Owl.
Yes, Al.
Please say your piece.
So, hang on. I've got, a couple of questions.
Sure, Al.
I know, so you just, like, lied that whole time?
Yeah.
In a way, yes. Jezebel, I swear.
Jez is just like, yes.
I don't want to sound rude, but, why?
That is a very good question, Owl. One I would also like to know the answer to. Peter.
Because I'm... Okay, remember I keep telling you about all the shenanigans I got into in college?
No.
Oh, well, not you, Owl. Long story short, Owl. I used to attend Bard College, and I got into a lot of shenanigans. You know how college is. And
Not really.
I might have gotten technically expelled, and I'm currently part
Oh,
of a secret fraternity of bards. And so,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I thought you
Okay.
dropped out.
Just so
Wait.
I get some stuff clear. I'm not like part of that now, cause like I don't think I could be part of like a
no.
secret organization.
You guys are fine.
I
You
don't-
guys are fine.
No,
Okay.
Owl,
I'd
I'm
have
not
to-
a. I'm not a.
I'd have to talk to my parents. I don't.
Yeah, no, buddy, you're good.
Oh, okay.
You're good, buddy. You're good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I dragged you guys into this. Fuck. I had to think of something.
It's okay. I mean, like, Marin and I technically are
I
performers.
didn't lie.
I mean, I took a little starter piano when I was younger, but I can't really play all that good. Like, I can play hot cross buns, and like that's about it.
Oh, shit. That's
I mean,
tight.
well, it's okay.
But yeah, I'm technically not enrolled anymore in the college, and I never had the guts to tell my mom that I got expelled. So the secret fraternity told me, just go see the world. It's the only quote unquote best way to be a bard, and look where that's gotten me.
And
So
it's
you lie.
different
Nyx just
secret
looks at
fraternity.
Jez. Like, gauging Jez's reaction.
Two things, Peter. One,
Mhm.
do not include me in this plot. You do not want me to sing or play an instrument. It will end poorly.
Don't worry.
Two.
I know.
Two, what is the name of your secret bard fraternity?
The note. I told you the noteworthy brotherhood.
Oh, yeah, we did. He did tell us that.
It's kind
I
of an ironic
honestly-
name considering we're a secret brotherhood.
I
So it's not
honestly
a-
am a little bit.
So it's not a big secret, huh?
No, he.
It's kind of an ironic name, you know.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a little rude.
No, you're good, Owl. You're good, pal. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I think what he means, Peter, is that, like, yeah, noteworthy obviously contradicts the fact that it's secret, but you're also just kind of telling us, and we
Yeah.
did just meet Owl, like...
I've known you for about 32 minutes, and I already knew about your secret organization. I'm not one to tell you how to be in a secret organization.
Owl, are you gonna tell me you're gonna come to you're gonna go all the way there and do something about it?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
No.
I trust you guys, and Owl, I figured you seem pretty unassuming, so that's why I felt comfortable telling you too.
Oh, okay.
And I figured after all these years, after all this time, talking about all the shenanigans I got up to in college, I figured, well, I might as well just talk about it now.
Yeah, you can trust us, Peter. I'm not gonna...
I would hope I could trust you after we just fought some freaking hags in a death circus.
Well, you guys have fought hags before too.
It's a long story, Owl.
Peter,
Oh,
go.
wait.
Hey, Peter, come here.
Hold
Come,
on.
we're gonna go get a drink again.
I need to relax. I'm sorry, guys.
Owl,
Wow.
Yeah.
you fought hags before?
Mm-hmm. I've fought a lot of stuff. That's kind of like my thing I like to do. Fight. My dad, says I'm really good at it.
But hags?
Yeah.
They were very common.
Well, I mean, I didn't fight them here. I don't know. It was a little while ago. It's been a while. But yeah, it's
Well, that's impressive to say the least.
Nyx
Thank you.
shoves his half-empty cup now that Marin has had a fucking long sip of it into Marin's hands and shuffles Peter towards the fucking ale again.
I need more drink. God damn it.
Marin narrows his eyes at Nyx and then downs it.
Yeah. So now it's Al, Peter, and Jez. No, just kidding. It's Al, Nick, Marin, and Jez. And Nyx and Marin are gonna go get some fucking drinks.
Nope. Nyx and Peter.
Nyx and Peter, I can't word right now. Yeah. Nyx and Peter left the party to go get drinks. Hey.
What were we going to do? I feel like we've lost sight of what it is. I didn't want to be rude, but I don't know what we're doing.
I think we're just going to go enjoy the festivities. And maybe not dig ourselves further into holes than needed.
Oh, okay, that's good. I left a shovel back at the tent, so that'll be
I'm very glad.
good.
I love this place so much.
Hey, Peter, you doing okay, bud? That was surprising, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm doing great. He's just chugging this pint. Just dandy.
Hey, buddy, that's gonna be a couple copper for you, please.
Yeah. Here, just keep the change. And throws like a handful of gold coins.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm stressed right now. Just keep having them coming. Just keep them coming, pal.
All right. Yeah. And he fills up another pint and hands it to Peter, and Nyx takes one as well.
Just chugging along. Listen, Nyx, the reason I'm stressed out is because I can't bear the fact to tell my mom that, or tell my whole family that I got expelled. They gave up a lot for me to have this opportunity, and I blew it, and it stresses me out.
Peter, I'm sure. Well, I understand. That's really rough, but I don't know. Your mom seemed like a nice enough lady. I'm sure she wouldn't be mad at you.
Well, the Brotherhood did say that after some time they'd be able to, forge me a diploma. So I figure just get that and just be on with the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah, well, how are you gonna perform? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Do what I always do, pal. Play on this damn viol of mine.
Bullshit your way through it. That seems to be
like we say in college. Bullshit your way through everything. Through enough alcohol and bullshit, you'll get that diploma one way or another.
Yeah. Alright, well, listen. I got your back if you need anything. It's been a while since Marin and I really performed, but we can always, I don't really have like an act. People just kind of like to look at me, but I think Marin can help you at least.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I might just. Fuck it. I might just call in sick and not perform. I just had to say something so she wouldn't get suspicious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But maybe after enough liquid courage, I might just be foolish enough to get up there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's enjoy the festival a little bit before we get too drunk, huh, bud? I think in a system where we're gonna have to barter our way through anything, it's better to be at least a little bit sober.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, let's go. We take our ale back to the party. Nice. All right, so
is Peter double fisting it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I passed my empty my empty mug to Jez, and I take one of them from Peter.
Jez now has an empty mug. Let me
Add
add
that
that
to
to
your
your inventory.
Just fucking pockets the mug. It says like Gaelia on it.
It's gonna be on their shelf.
I'm not one to judge, but I know this is a celebration and all, and I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing. But in the short time that I've known you, I've seen you drink a lot. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Um,
Don't
The answer to this question is no.
Okay.
But the
Oh no, that's my uncle. He had a bit of a problem.
I don't have a
with
problem.
drinking.
I don't have any problems.
I do. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, you're good. I'm sorry. We're halflings. We're kind of small. It doesn't take a whole.
oh my god.
Nyx pats
Oh my
Peter
God.
on the shoulder and he's like, calm down, buddy.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We have a bit of. Listen, the long blondes have a bit of stout halfling in their bloodline. We'll pass through this, no problem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Jez is walking away. Just so you
Yeah.
know. Into the
Oh,
crowd.
we're-
Goodbye,
we're
everybody.
following Jez. Let's all follow Jez.
So not to ask personal questions, but what were your plans for the festival? What did everyone want to do?
Well, maybe grab some magic items would be nice, actually.
That would be nice if there are any.
Well, that'd be cool.
4 new clothes. I
know.
certainly do
I know.
those.
This is a question for the DM. Would there be any like prize fighting?
So funny you should ask. So I was planning on having a kind of like, basically like a strongman contest. Like someone brought a really strong guy into this town, and they're like, "Come on, people, fight him! If you can beat him, you win a prize." So there's gonna that's happening.
I'm gonna put that on my to-do list.
Okay. So
Yeah.
as you guys, yeah.
Is there like a pamphlet that says when all of the events are and has like a map of where all of the booths are and
Like
who's
a
doing-
Renaissance fair.
Yeah, do we get a
When I
Renaissance
picked up my
tracker
badge, I
directly?
didn't get the bag with the pamphlet in it. So
Oh
they
my
gave me
God.
they gave me a sticker, and that was about it. I really need to.
Anyway, at HarvestCon,
Yeah.
there are a few events happening, a few panels, a couple guests. So I'm just gonna kind of summarize what is available to you guys at this festival, and you guys
Great.
can kind of decide what you want to do. Obviously, there is merchants, as that is the focus of this festival. So, like I kind of had Ace say earlier, there's not a lot of like people who are strictly selling magic goods because they're pretty hard to come by outside of Elder's Bane. As I said, like obviously Elin has a booth because she's the town's magic merchant, but she won't have a lot more than what she already kind of had to offer you. So scrolls and small like potions and like things like that. There's a bunch of different you can get clothing, you can get weapons, you can get armor, you can shop around. A lot of that is just kind of like if it's something generic like leather armor or like a longsword, just tell me and you can buy it. We don't need to RP. You just buying like standard weapons and stuff. But if there are specific merchants that you want to approach, like there are some traders that are from Haven, which are basically the people that will have rare goods or at least imported goods. So they won't be something that is commonplace in Althane. There is also there is an enchanter, so if you want to get something enchanted, that could be arranged. It's gonna cost money, obviously, and it might also have kind of a like, I'll take your weapon and then mail it to you type deal.
Okay.
Post it to you. And then there are games. So there are gamblers that are kind of like lurking on the edge of the crowd and kind of like wishing for someone to approach them. They're not really like supposed to be here, but they're there. The guards are kind of being lax about it because it's a festival and people are gonna probably do illegal shit no matter what, so and then there are things like what you said. There are performances. There is the strongman contest. There are various other booths with games in it that you can try your hand at to win a prize or win a couple gold pieces. As a disclaimer to you, Nick, in this game, I wanted to simplify like currency to like really basic. Basically, everything is in GP.
Great.
So like you'll get a lot of GP in order to afford things that are high GP, but for the most part, everything is like just a gold. Like a cup of mead is a gold piece.
Great.
And stuff like that. So
Cool. Cool.
Did
We don't
I
like
give
math
you
here.
guys the amount of gold that you
I was
received?
just gonna ask.
Okay, I didn't
No.
then. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, how much did we get from Ace?
You received 1,500 GP as payment
Oh,
for
that's so nice.
your first.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
arc.
I want to make sure I heard that right. Like 1500?
Yes,
Holy
1,500.
shit.
Divided by the four of us? Well, I mean, we could give some to Al too, I guess.
Oh no! What?
Oh wait, was it each?
What?
It's each.
Are
Holy
you?
shit.
Damn, we're loaded. Let's go.
Thank you, Queen.
Fucking
Thank you,
throw a
Queen
mouthful
of-
of Oreos.
No, yeah, guys, you don't have to. I have some money of my own. Like I do some adventuring myself, so I have some money.
Come on, buddy. You're
He
rolling.
said
You're rolling high
not-
rollers here, man.
Oh,
Peter's
so
becoming
fine.
He said not really sure how much money was designated, but probably not quite that much.
Let's see. Did you already have any kind of money amount for Owl? Just as like
I mean, from one of the previous campaigns I used him in, yeah, but it was way fucking more than that. Because he was the pack mule of the group, and so he had all of the
everyone's
money.
Gotcha.
No, but like couple hundred gold would be.
Yeah, I'd
probably
say Owl
comparable.
probably isn't quite rolling in it as much as you
No.
guys, but let's say he has like 500 GP on him.
Great.
So you're
Oh.
only 1k behind your
Oh
compatriot.
darn.
And the reason for that being that, as I said, everything's in GP, so some things are gonna be pretty pricey.
Yep. No, that works for me. Cool. Hey guys. I don't know what you guys want to do. But the games sound kind of fun. I want to go check that out. You guys don't have to come, but
I'd love to.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I want to see you
okay.
beat the shit out of someone.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know if they even have something like that. But like, maybe.
Well, we can see.
Yeah, we can see. But I was thinking more like something. Like throwing a ball at some cups. But I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I could like beat the shit out of some guy. I don't know. That's a game. I can do that okay.
Yo, I bet this. Yo, we should totally. Peter's very high. Yo, we should bet some money on him. I bet we could make some bank, even more than what we got earlier, guys. Come on.
Here we're literally, we have a pretty good amount of money.
We can make more. You gotta. It's all about risk and reward. That's what Pop's always told
Oh
me
yeah, I
about
was
the
still
economy.
planning working today if I can.
You are tempting me. I do like to gamble.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear next.
Nyx has this really random trait that I gave him because in the last downtime, all he did was go out and fucking gamble with a bunch of people in town.
I fucking forgot about that.
I know you, Nix. I see you.
He has like a really random trait where he actually very much likes to gamble. So like, you are tempting him, and he is falling for it. So, yeah, let's go see what they have to offer. So, as you guys kind of enter the area where there are more so like children kind of hanging around, there are a few parents with their kids, and just like everyone here is in outrageous brightly colored clothing, but you can still tell who the carnival-esque barkers are, who are here to lure people in to play their games. So, we have the strongman competition, where you see a large Goliath sitting at a tree stump that
How
has
tall
just
is he?
Oh, let's see. What is the average? What is the average height
it's
span
between
for
it's
Goliath?
between 7 and 8 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna say he's probably like, let's go with 7'8".
So he's 2 inches taller than me. All right, let's go, boy. Let's go,
God.
son.
Yeah, he's got a painted face. He's not quite, instead of wearing a lot of brightly colored clothing, he just kind of has a lot of bright color paint splashed all over him. And he is waiting at like, I said a tree stump, but let me change that real quick to more so of a like portable stand. It's kind of like a barrel, I guess. A barrel. That's what it is. And he's holding his arm up and kind of flexing it.
And Al looks over at him and sees him covered in paint and goes, "Oh, I bet you that's where kids can get their face painted. That's cool."
Oh, I love it so much.
Well, this place is great. I love this.
Oh, you think that's what he's offering?
I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I thought because of the paint. I guess is there a sign?
No, but there is a smaller man standing next to him, just kind of like a human guy, but he's got a magnificent mustache. And he's like, "All right, everyone, come try your hand. Come try your hand. See if you can defeat my pal here in a strength contest."
As all good barkers do.
If you can pin his hand to the barrel, then you'll win a prize, but none have succeeded in the past. And I'd
Oh.
like to see you try.
Oh, like arm wrestling?
Quite so, my scaly friend.
Oh, that sounds fun. Can I try?
Sure you can. It'll only cost you 20 GP.
Okay.
Hey, what does my buddy
Whoa.
get here if he wins? You didn't tell us what we win. I'm gonna get ripped off here for 20 GP.
20 gold is
I don't know. It just
Quite
seems
a lot.
fun, guys. I don't know.
No, don't worry, I'll do the talking. Me and Mary, we'll do
okay.
the talking. Don't worry, pal. We got you.
All right. Can I? Okay.
Well, not only will you win the bragging rights, of course, that's always the pride that you take away from beating my friend, but
Oh yeah,
you'll
I'm sure that's
also
worth a lot of gold pieces.
win this here championship belt.
Yeah.
It's worth a pretty penny.
Can I inspect it? Does it look cheap as shit?
You lean in to look at it, and he kind of like holds it above his head, and he's like, "Now there, Sonny, don't get too close. You'll breathe on the merchandise. I don't want you devaluing it at all."
Well, I
And
wanna.
he like pretends to shine it with his sleeve.
I still wanna play.
Well, then go ahead, my dear friend. Take a seat.
Oh, okay. And he'll sit down and he'll look across the barrel to the Goliath and go, "Hi, my name's Owl. What's your name?"
I love this boy so much.
Oreo. Remember it.
Oh, okay. Could you say it again one more time so I don't forget it?
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah. Could you also type that out, because I will be completely honest, it was very difficult to understand.
It's okay. He's just gonna say, they call me the Arm Crusher, and that's all you need to know.
Oh, okay. Is that like what your friends call you, or? Oh, okay.
I don't have any friends.
Oh,
I can't see why.
I'm sorry. I mean, we could be friends.
He puts his hand up and like wiggles his fingers kind of, and he's like, he kind of like tenses his hand in a fist, and he's like, "Are you gonna fight me, buddy, or are you just gonna talk? Cause
Oh,
I don't like talking."
Right. And I'll unbuckle my right shoulder piece and take that off, so my arm has more flex, and I'll take off my bracer so it's my full, and the scars on my right arm go all the way up to the shoulder. And I'll put my hand down, and I'll grab his hand, and let's roll.
All right, give me 1 second because I'm going to.
I'll give him a bardic inspiration. I'll try to hype him up. Like, you see these scars, buddy? He's seen some shit, man.
Oh my god! All right.
So you get to add a D8 to whatever.
Oh, that's great. That's fucking great.
Awesome.
go.
So I'm gonna lose.
So well,
Good.
so you when I roll, you want me to put what I roll in the dice rolls tab?
Yes. So when you can roll like a physical dice, just drop
Which I have.
whatever you roll in the chat.
Great. Fantastic. Will do. All right. So what am I rolling?
All right, we're going to roll a straight strength contest.
Great.
It's going to be a series of 3 rolls, and it's best 2 out of 3 essentially.
Great.
So give me a second because
Yep.
I need basically like a generator of Goliath stats because I didn't build a Goliath. Here we go. Okay. So, let's go. Roll your first d20. Hey, I need a d20. Hold on. Apologies for my bag noises. There we go.
So that's
I
a
have
16 plus 5, 21.
Alright. Whoops! Hold on, it fell off my desk. Alright. We've got... I rolled a 16 as well. And that is plus 4, so that's a 20.
That's my
Alrighty.
boy Owl.
Alright, so Al, you start pushing up against this guy's full force, and you can feel kind of a like tension, like it's really hard to move his hand, but ever so slightly as you start to push, you feel his elbow shift. Make your second roll. Oh god.
You know what? I'm gonna roll that
Oh, God.
inspiration die just for fun.
Wait, you didn't even use it on the first one?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
But I did.
Let's go, Owl. We're gonna make bank. We're gonna win tonight, boys.
Wait, is my math right? Yep, all right. So with my strength modifier and the inspiration die,
Yes!
Holy
Let's go!
I rolled a 19 plus an 8 on the D8 plus 5.
Oh my god.
damn it.
Yes! Go, Owl, yes!
Ow, you feel sudden, you hear Peter like, woohoo, in the background, and you feel so hyped at the fact that, like, hey, you've made some new friends today. It's been a while since you've had people cheering you on like this, where it wasn't, like, kind of a combat situation. So you feel this, like, kind of power pulse through you, and you push forward, and you watch as the Goliath's eyes widen a little as you make it so that there's about a 45-degree angle between his arm and the barrel.
Great.
Oh, it's best 2 out of 3, so technically we kind of know the algebra, but let's make this last roll.
Last roll, alright.
Just
Where's
cream
it?
him. Just fucking smash him through the barrel.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Not quite as good.
Doesn't even matter. Let's go, Owl, my fucking boy.
With one last, you smack the Goliath's hand down, and it nearly splinters the barrel underneath the force of your hands coming down on the barrel. And the Goliath kind of stands up and roars with rage, and he's like, "What kind of bullshit are you pulling?"
I don't know.
Hey man, there's no need to be a sore loser. You know, my buddy here won fair and square.
I'm
He did.
sorry.
Now about
I
that
had-
champion belt.
I had fun. Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
You've bested my champion. What is your name, sir?
Hi. My name is Owl Chesterfield. Hello.
Owl. Interesting. Well, Owl, I'd like to shake your hand.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
And,
if you're ever looking for a job in the carnival business, you let me know.
No, that's okay. My mom said to stay away from most carnivals, because the people there, don't bathe very often.
Oi!
Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
The barker kind of screws up his nose a little bit, and he's like, "Your mother sounds like an interesting woman, but
I know she was just joking, but I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. That was rude.
He shakes his hand. And he goes, "Well, what's fair is fair. The champion belt is yours, my good sir, but if someone else shall best you today, I expect to get it back."
Oh,
I'll
okay.
find someone.
Okay.
Is that threat? I don't like the way you're talking to my friend here.
No, it's okay. That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Well,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, he hands you this champion belt, which has a, like, strong arm kind of carved into it, on, like, basically what is, like, an amulet in the center.
Mm-hmm.
There are also several jewels that are kind of, encrusting it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing particularly special about this belt. I don't know if none of you have particular experience with, like, jewels and stuff like that. Marin might have a slight advantage because Marin tends to indulge in the finer things in life. But
He currently does.
but as far as you can tell, it's a pretty cheaply made belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Al takes it and goes, neat, and he puts it in his bag.
Okay. You're not even going to wear it?
Oh, was I supposed to?
Well, it's a belt, my good man. Plus, it gives you bragging rights.
Well, I'm wearing a belt already. It helps to keep my pants up.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to, Owl.
Oh, okay. No, but if he wants me to, I can.
No, it's okay.
is
I'm
it-
not offended at all. Your choice. It's your belt now.
Oh, okay. And I'll keep it in my bag.
Alrighty, well, you have a great rest of your festival.
Oh,
Happy
okay.
Gaelia to all of you.
Happy Gaelia. Bye, Orlo. That was fun.
He looks like he's still fuming, and he kind of growls in your direction and punches the barrel.
That guy was cool.
Who has the highest passive perception?
Well, that is a good question.
That is a very
Ooh,
good
hold on.
Probably Jazz.
Mine is 15. Probably Jess.
Mine, your passive perception is 15? Mine
mine's
is 16.
Oh.
Mine is
Wait,
17.
hold on. I might not have changed that. What is passive perception again? It's like 10 plus your...
Yeah, 10 plus your
Perception bonus,
perception
yeah.
bonus.
So mine's 15 as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mine's 16 then.
Mine
is
is
also
17.
16.
I still
Okay, there we
win.
go. I would have hoped that
Just the all.
the druid. would-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jez, as
I
they,
may be blind, but I have vision.
is this purple? This feels like a purple. As you turn away from the booth, Jez, you catch out of the corner of your eye, just as you're kind of walking the crowd again. He brings out another championship belt and kind of pats his buddy on the shoulder. And he's like, we'll get him next time, big guy. Don't worry about it. Not everyone we meet is gonna be a dragonborn.
Good story. Good story. All right.
Al was already walking away.
I'm not gonna
to
tell
fight
anybody.
another game.
Man, that was impressive, Val. Like shit.
Thanks. My dad says I'm pretty strong, so yeah.
Well, I'm sure your pops will be real proud to see that belt of yours.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'll definitely tell him.
You're certainly stronger than any of us.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I'm strong, but I just train a lot, so you know, I'm sure, you know, everyone has what they're good at, and I'm a little good at this, so, you know, it's okay.
I'm just thinking of that meme where I forget the exact quote, but it's like something while I've been studying the blade.
While you were busy being.
While you were busy lifting weights, I was studying the blade.
I feel like it's. While you were busy being straight, but that may also just be the circles I run in.
I think there's a lot of variations of it, because
Yeah,
that's
yes,
one I remember
absolutely.
too. But there's many I know.
All right. I would really like those magic items.
I
Definitely
would also
new
like to visit Elin and perhaps see any other magic items around.
I want to play the fishing game if there is a fishing game.
Oh,
I'd
the
like to-
fishing game looked really fun. I do too. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever fished before.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Here, I can show you.
Peter like blinks for a minute, and he's like, "Wait, I've been fishing." Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Yeah, I killed them with that joke. Uh-oh.
And we'll go to the fishing game.
We'll go to the fishing game.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
Fishing game.
Fishing game? I don't know
Game
whether
inside
that's...
a game.
I'm the DM now.
Yeah, I'm the one who
Mary's the
wins.
dungeon
Oh,
master.
she's gone. Oh no. Oh, we
I'm
are-
the DM now.
We
Yeah,
have
with
no
our Wi-Fi
DM.
probably dropped.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
all log
no.
up to a
Alright.
inflatable swimming pool
Yeah,
with a
I
shark
did-
in it.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, I have an idea. Wait, hear me out. Okay, so if there are actual fish in there, Jezebel should totally, like, we should distract the vendor,
Wait, yeah.
Jezebel would
turn into a
shapeshift-
fish,
shapeshift into a goldfish,
and
then
then
just
bite
bite.
the
Yeah.
and then we win.
We instantly win.
I'm
No,
so
it's
glad we're
perfect. Oh my
discussing
god,
this
yes.
while Emily is not here. Because
Well,
this
Evan's
is
gone.
great.
Guys,
This
we
is
have
great.
to make cheats for all of the games, all of
Yes.
the mini games in our D&D campaign.
Yes. Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is perfect. This is
Okay,
great.
so
All
how
right,
do we...
when Evan comes back, we have to pull this off like we came up with it on the spot.
Yeah,
Leon.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one say a damn word about it.
No, it's gonna be
You
good.
hear that
Okay.
stream?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh god,
Well,
that's good.
well,
So
we
good.
Probably
wait.
had to restart her computer
Well,
again.
While we wait,
everyone, D&D Beyond is a wonderful service. That's just I don't know.
For a small payment,
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
All right, don't forget the plan, guys. All right, wink, wink,
Okay,
nudge, nudge.
okay, don't blow it. Oh, she's typing.
As the party patiently waits.
I know.
Well,
Well, says M,
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
my internet has crashed, which is capital P problematic.
Rip.
whoopsie doopsie poopsie. Well, we had a good run, everyone.
I think that means we automatically win every game and get
You're
all
right.
the cool shit.
Yes.
That's
I
right.
do, yeah, I do
We
think by the
win
laws of
Dungeons and
online-
Dragons.
Oh,
We're back.
we're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. My internet decided to completely disappear off the face of the planet for a hot second.
Nah,
I know how
you're
that
good.
is.
This time, I don't know if you guys were fucking around while I was gone.
No.
We were waiting ever so patiently for you.
Yeah,
Now let's get
I,
to
took,
that
I just
fishing
took
game.
over as DM.
yeah. We did our announcement.
Fishing game.
Fishing game.
Yeah,
We want to go to the fishing game.
yeah. I want
Yes.
to play the fishing game.
Ye old fishing game.
Yeah.
Al's gonna teach Marin how to fish.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah. Well, I was in the service. We had to fish. So. Yeah.
Emily, you can't tell me there's not a fishing game at this carnival.
There's
Or
always
not
a fishing
carnival,
There
game.
has
this
to be a
festival.
fishing game.
There has to be.
Even if it's one of those ones where you throw the ping pong ball into like a fish bowl.
I don't know. That's how Peter grew up with fishing.
I went fishing.
Okay, so.
I love fishing. I know
this-
fish.
I know Fish. He's a cool dude.
Anime has confused me for eons about what the fuck they're trying to scoop up those goldfish in, because
Paper,
I
yeah.
know that it's like paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's the I think the point is to because if the fish lands on the paper, like the force of the weight of the fish and the wetness on the paper will tear it through. So like the
Be
the
quick
point is
about
to
it.
get it out as quick as you can. Yeah.
okay, so that's the only kind of fishing game I'll allow you guys to have at this.
Fantastic.
That's
All right.
That's
perfectly
fine. Perfect.
We've got it. Great. Things will still work out the way we want them to.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the kind of fishing game we can have at this carnival.
Now,
Fantastic.
here's the problem.
Yes.
Owl is genuinely gonna have to explain this. Because I have no idea what the fuck.
I imagine like Peter's like, oh yeah, I know a thing about fishing, and I walk over, I'm like, this is not fishing.
This is not.
Like, oh no, it's really cool. They give you this little baton that has like a circle with paper in the middle, and you have to try and scoop up the fish quick before the water and the weight of the fish tears right through it. It's really cool. And if you win, usually you get to keep the fish. It's really cool.
Do you get anything else, or is it just the fish?
Well, I mean, you usually get the fish. It's kids like to play it for like pets. It's a good like first pet kind of thing. I had a couple when I was a kid.
Sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure I could.
We have to get at least some other prizes too. Has
Yeah.
to be.
Guys, let's all get goldfish. Oh, let's have a tank.
Hold on. Do we have time to take care of a goldfish?
Let's have
No.
a collective
Actually,
tank.
yeah. What time of the day is it right now? We've
No,
been through a
no,
lot.
No, just Peter. I'm not talking about in the day right
Oh.
now. I'm talking about in our lives.
To take care of it. Yeah, you know what? We didn't. Actually, I don't want to bring that up. Never mind. Out of character, I was gonna bring up the children, but I realized that's gonna be very dark.
Oh my god. The decision. Wow. Okay.
Oh boy.
Peter said a lot of things, and I like how you finally were like, actually drawing the line at that one.
Yeah, right.
But Marin, a fish tank would be so fun. Pip can take care of them.
Well, I
Hmm,
mean, sometimes. I mean, I know sometimes. It used to be if you can't take care of the fish, they just and you win, they just give you your money back. And that's what I would do sometimes, because it's just fun, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Cool.
go.
All right. So you guys fucking weave your way through this crowd and find a small, I'm gonna say a small gnomish woman. Kind of. She's a bit older. And she's kind of sitting beside a tub that she has lugged here on a wagon, and it is full of goldfish. And she's sitting there knitting because there's not many people really at her booth.
Hello.
She looks up. Ooh, she looks up as all of you approach, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Would you all like to try and catch some fish?"
Uh-huh.
I was like really
I-
excited.
I too would like to try and fish.
Okay, so how many? I need to get enough batons for all of you.
Oh, I want one.
I'll do one as well.
Okay, so is that 3?
Uh-huh.
Young.
It's good. I'll watch this one. I'll watch this one. I've never seen this type of fishing before. He's just like oddly like fascinated, just like
What, Peter? You mean your family doesn't stick big pieces of paper in the ocean, pull fish out that way?
No, we usually use net. These things called nets.
I
Are
was
those made of
joking.
paper?
I'm not that stupid.
Oh, right. No, sorry. I was kidding.
No, Al, I'm sorry. I didn't. That was bad timing. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was a joke. Oh,
Oh,
can I fish
okay.
now?
Yeah, here you go. Here you
Great,
go.
cool.
I know you're a bit impatient. Okay, so
Yes.
we're gonna make dexterity checks here.
All right.
Let me fish. Let me fish.
It's again. Most of these games are gonna be best 2 out. So anything above a 10, is a success. Anything below a 10 is a failure.
Haha, exactly 10.
All right.
13.
It's a dex check.
Yep.
15.
15. All
Mhm.
right.
Look at that, Marin. You're a natural.
Al, 10 technically counts as a fail because it's
Shit.
11 to 20. Because it's
Oh my
10
God.
and 10, so 10 and below is a fail. But I
No, that's
appreciate you.
okay. It's all good. It's all good. I will just say one thing. Shit.
I like to think Al just says that aggressively in
No,
character.
no, that's
I
Like,
know,
you're
I
a
know, it's you.
natural- You're a natural, Marin. Shit. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
He was just like dying on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Marin's
No,
like
I didn't
wheezing
mean-
over his fish.
I'm sorry. That was my
It's-
mom says I shouldn't talk that way.
Don't apologize for a second, please.
Ow. Whoa, there are a lot more sailors in this party than you, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Jess, what did you roll?
I got a natural 13.
Alright.
Plus 2.
So,
So 15. Give me a
That's
fish.
one success. That's one success for Marin and Jez, and one fail for Al. Roll again.
Even better.
shit. 9.
love this because this was all Al's idea to begin with. Or was it Jez? I don't care. It's still funny.
Owl was like, I'll show you how to do it.
He was so excited. Oh god. Okay. So Marin, you swiftly scoop a fish up into a little glass bowl that the old woman is holding, kind of in preparation for you to scoop into. And she goes, "Oh, look at that, dear! You did it! Oh, looks like your friend is getting one too." And she holds up another bowl for you, Jez, to scoop your fish in.
Got a fish.
And that's right about that time where Al's like, "You're a natural. You got shot."
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
dearie.
I didn't mean to. I got frustrated. That's okay.
It's okay. You can always try again.
No, that's okay. That was fun. There. See, there you go, guys. That's some people are good at arm wrestling. Other people are good at catching fish. I guess I'm just not good at catching fish. All
Would
right.
you like- I will give you my fish if you want a fish.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna give him back anyway.
Okay.
Well, dears, if you'd like, I could refund you your money, or you could take one of these little fellas that my husband makes. And she holds up small carvings of goldfish.
Oh,
One of those,
man.
please.
I wanna. I wanna go again.
Third time's the charm.
I'm
Alrighty.
trying again.
It's I didn't tell you, but it's like 2 GP to
Great.
fish one of these goldfish out.
That's
So
fine.
Perfect.
alright, so Marin,
You
you
got
take
this, Al. I
a
swear to
wooden
God.
goldfish. Jez, did you take a wooden goldfish?
Yeah, I want a good fish. I want a wooden goldfish.
You want a wooden goldfish? Okay. I don't know why you're talking like that.
I really like
Um,
fishing
that
games,
does-
This
okay?
is the first time we've seen Jez like genuinely happy in a long time.
And I get another goddamn baton, and I'm gonna try.
Alright, roll your first dexterity.
I swear to God.
Son of a bitch!
Hey,
I'm getting sequentially worse at this. I'm just counting down.
10, 9, 8.
All right. Here's what I
Alice
get.
just like Alice like viciously shaking as he fucking tries to save it.
I get. If I roll again and I don't fail, I could potentially still save
Oh
this.
my
right?
God.
Oh
I'm
my
tempted to give Al a bardic inspiration, but I just want to see how this plays
don't
out.
You
I
dare.
really
Do not dare. Do not even dare. This is my fight.
This is my cross to bear.
Oh! Natural fucking 20, my boys, which puts me at a whopping 22. All right, here we fucking
Alrighty. So
go. What did you use
yeah.
your natural 20 of the day on, Nick? Catching a fucking fish.
Catching a fucking
catching
fish
a goddamn
after
fish.
failing 3 times at a carnival.
Nick, I have to
We have to see how this plays out.
You did a really good job at succeeding once out of the 3 times you
Cool,
need to
that's
succeed.
fine.
Let's go,
I'll roll
Al.
again.
Let's
I'll
go,
roll
Al.
again.
I swear to God.
Here we go. Now,
Oh my God.
here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the number that I rolled in the dice rolls thing,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. I swear to God. dude. Literally. How?
Oh my
How? That's fine. That's fine. Al just like throws it
Ow.
on the ground, just and just like roars, just like legit roars into the air, and just like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a walk, and he just walks away.
Oh
It was literally like on the floor. Just
Hey.
I'm going to
no! My face hurts from laughing.
me too. Can I do another?
I know. I was literally
You
gonna be
really
like,
want?
"Sorry."
Dear, are you?
No,
you
me,
do
not
another
him.
one.
Okay.
Hold on. Before. So Al,
Uh-huh.
the way you failed this, but kind of not 20'd also, is Al like lifted up the goldfish, and as he was lifting it, the paper broke and the
Ah.
out into the. So, yes. So Marin wants to go again.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, but is your friend okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
I'll go in for him.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. It's just 2 more gold pieces.
Sure. I hand that to her.
She hands you a baton.
Okay, well, that was a natural 19.
Okay.
I'm so happy for you.
I like how. Okay. Oh, good job. You almost got it. Roll again.
I had a natural 17.
Okay.
Cool.
Also, I'm pretty sure Aaron's fairly dexterous, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He has a plus.
Well, honestly,
well, I mean, he has a +3.
this is fucking great. I'm so glad it turned out this way.
This is excellent.
Oh god, this is going down as like one of the best moments in this campaign.
Oh, all right, dear. Would you like your money back, or would you like another? Would you like to keep your goldfish this time, or another wooden one?
I'll take another wooden one.
You see,
Thank you.
you hear Nyx kind of go, man, I was hoping you'd keep a fish this time.
Marin, not Marin. Nyx, do you want the fish? I will
You
get you
want
a
the
real
fish?
fish. Fish.
It's
We
okay,
could win
Jen.
you a fish.
It's okay. I don't want you guys spending your money on it, and I'll...
Oh my god. I'll hand the lady 2 more gold pieces.
Oh, I swear to
Oh,
God.
God
We're
damn
gonna
it.
be at this all day.
For my
Anyway,
stupid
welcome to the
tiefling.
party fucking fishes in a kiddie pool for an entire session.
Okay, that was a 16.
Oh my god.
Mm,
What was that one?
a 9.
That's okay, you got one more chance. This one's for all the marbles.
Oh.
Your luck had to run out eventually, Marin.
Oh, so Marin goes to win Nyx a fish, and Nyx is like looking eagerly, kind of like he was pretending like it didn't matter to him, but he's kind of watching with like excitement.
I'll hand the lady 2 more gold
I swear to God.
I swear to fucking Christ.
Oh, Marin, no, stop! We don't.
Shut.
Marin, God
Shut.
damn it!
Man,
I'm gonna.
Okay,
this is the most entertaining fishing session I've ever had in my
that
life.
was 11.
Okay.
That was a nat 20.
Hey.
Yay.
Fish
Marin fucking
acquired.
like flips a fish into the fucking bowl. And the way he's kind of
I bow.
standing there, like, holding a handful of fucking GP, and she's like, oh, good job. Would that be another wooden fish for you then? Oh,
No, I'll take the fish this time.
oh, okay,
Thank you.
here, let's put it in a bowl then, here you go. Make sure to feed it at least once a day, and to clean out its bowl properly.
Meanwhile, it's like smash cut to like a child and his mother like play a fishing game. She's like, "Oh, maybe later, honey. I don't. Okay, let's go." So we're watching this fucking display.
Yeah, you turn around, and there's like a line of children waiting behind all of you.
Hey man, we didn't try to the crowd.
Baron shoves the wooden fish in like a pocket and hands the bowl to Nyx. He's like, that's yours now? You have to take
Yeah.
care of it.
Thanks.
Let's
Owl
go
has
find
wandered.
Owl.
Owl has
Every-
wandered off to get himself like some candied apples because he is real upset.
Every time I look at it, I'll remember the element. Thank you.
Oh, let's find...
As this we were. Yeah, let's go find out. I hope that dude's okay.
I feel like he would not be hard to see above the crowd. I just wanna.
No, he probably wouldn't. He probably hasn't gotten too far either. So, after you guys mill around for a little while, you spot Owl, and he's standing at a confectioner's stand who is selling pastries and candied apples and rock candy in bags and
And I'm
candied
just-
nuts.
And I'm just like standing off to the side with with my fist around the stick of a candied apple. I'm just like,
You okay there, pal?
Hey, bud, how are you? How's
Oh,
it hanging?
I'm okay. I just, I'm sorry. I just got angry, and I'm better now.
I got you something.
Huh?
I fish out the second wooden fish and I hand it to him.
he just takes it, he looks at it, and looks back at Marin, and his eyes start to tear up a little bit. It's like,
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it was nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. We
I
wanted
got
to.
you something too, Al. And Nick's like, kind of painstakingly extends his real fish out to
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh my
no,
God.
Nix, that's okay. I don't think I could take care of a fish anyway.
Oh, well, if you insist, okay, I'll keep it.
Marin kind of shifts so that Owl can't see his expression and turns around to look at Nyx like he's a camera in the office.
Okay, so it's
now correct me if I'm wrong, DM. It's probably later in the day. Yeah? Because it's
Yeah, it's getting
Mhm.
later.
Okay.
So it's about like when everyone arrived, it was probably around like in real people time 11 a.m.
real people time.
Real people.
But it's probably edging towards like 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So while it's not like it's basically like afternoon now, where as you started
Right.
in the morning, it's more mid-afternoon.
Right. And when is the ball or the dance festival or whatever it is?
So the gala is probably going to be next session because it's supposed to be the day after the festival.
Right.
And since we didn't get to do like any actual festival going in the last episode, this is kind of like your chance to do that.
Cool.
So yeah, so what's happening, like the big thing that's happening tonight basically is that once the sun sets, there's going to be a performance and then there's going to be fireworks.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I know you guys wanted to check magic item. Let's do that.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. or Mrs. DM, sir, ma'am,
Yes.
Mrs. DM.
Yes.
There is a particular magic item I was curious about trying to find.
Okay.
Are you aware of the? Do you have a copy? I'm assuming you have a copy of the DMG, right? Or if not, I can copy.
No.
No, it's okay. I can snipping tool on this PDF because there are literally. It's called the
there's a
Instrument of
PDF
Bards.
on them. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Instrument of Bards.
Mhm.
I've been eyeball. That's why I've been eyeballing for this for a little bit.
All right. Let's see.
I will say though, they're pretty powerful even for the uncommon ones, just because of the base like capabilities of these instruments.
Yeah.
They're pretty. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on, let me breeze through reading this. A creature that attempts to play the instrument. You can use an action. So are the only benefits of these instruments the ones listed next to them?
The ones next to them, as well as the spells listed on all. So that's why they're kind of powerful, because these instruments have a lot of spells and they don't use up spell slots, which is why like even for the uncommon ones, those are pretty powerful because like all of them by default get fly, invisibility, and levitate, as well as like protection from evil and good by default.
Well, it's you get one spell from it a day.
Oh, is it once per day?
Yeah, it's
On
a
the
once per day
above,
thing. So you can
can use an
cast
action and
any
cast
one of those spells once per day.
It can't be used to cast that. Well, it says
You
that
can use
spell.
an
Yeah,
action.
look, it says you can use an
can use
action
an
to play the
action.
instrument and cast one of its spells. Once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast that spell again until the
Oh,
next
okay.
dawn.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it meant like that spell as in that specific spell. You can still use
Oh
the
yeah,
others.
no.
No, okay. That makes more sense now. That makes more sense.
And that
now.
also makes this a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
Remember, so I can absolutely kind of incorporate this into the thing, but remember,
Yes.
this entire festival is trade based, so
Oh,
you
I
have
know.
to.
You'll see that there's a reason why I picked up those pastries. I had something in mind. There's a reason I picked up those pastries.
Oh my god.
It's just gonna
Okay.
require some good bluffing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh my god, Peter.
Yes.
Okay, you know.
Do you want to hear my idea, or do you want to wait till we get
No,
to the part?
I just want to wait.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys kind of wander away from where the games are kind of set up. This festival is kind of divided between the merchants and the game area, so you start to drift your way back over to where people are actually selling things and they're bartering away their items. So there are merchants that are selling fresh produce and fresh seafood. It's a kind of interesting smell because in some parts it's definitely raw resources, and in other parts there's people selling like really good meats and expensive wines and meads and ales, and kind of each of them are parloring off their own produce or like mercantile. That's the word I'm looking for. But as you kind of make your way deeper, you start to see a few merchants that catch your eye. In one corner, you see a tailor, but he doesn't have a lot of what like seems to be everyday clothes on for sale, and his tent and setup is rather small. By it says fine threads and magical weavings. Off to the other side, you see there seems to be a small tent, but you can't see into it. It's a dark purple, and it has a kind of tapestry that is draped in front of it that is decorated with moons and stars and suns. But there doesn't seem to be any indication of what that tent is there for or selling. And a little bit more down the ways, you see a why can't I think of like a metalsmith or a blacksmith? Yes, thank you. And he is selling incredibly fine armor made from. He's a dwarf. He's clearly one of the dwarves that has come down from the mountains to sell finely made armor from the minerals found and the metals found in the Ironforge Mountains. And yeah, there seems to be, as I said, Elin has a booth set up, and she kind of waves again as she sees all of you guys approaching. And there are a few other various merchants, and then there's clearly there's a table that's there's just a very long table with about 3 merchants stood at it, and it's just an array of mix-matched things spread out amongst them. So, what kind of things would you guys like to look at?
Marin is going to beeline for like trinkets, meaning like jewelry or like bracers or gloves or things, and then wands and scrolls. If you can
Okay.
see any of those.
Okay, so Elin has wands and scrolls out on display. That seems to be primarily what a lot of her stuff is, other than various potions that she has on her table, as well as a few rings.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of rings are there?
Alright, let's just say, we'll kind of approach Elin here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay. And if anyone wants, like, you don't all have to go to Elin in a cluster. Like, I'll address each one of you where you want to go. So Elin greets you, and she's like, "Oh, hi. Marin, who's your new friend?"
Oh, this is Owl.
Hello.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Elin.
Hi, I'm Al Chesterfield.
And I will shake her hand.
Oh, she shakes your hand. She is a small halfling woman with kind of auburn hair that is thrown up in a messy bun with several little things kind of stuck out of it, and she has big round spectacles.
Mhm.
And she is representing Elin's Emporium, which is the local magic shop in Grimoire. What can I do for you guys today? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yes. Well, even just wizard things. Helpful wizard things for a wizard.
Wizard things for a wizard. Gotcha. Well, we do. Well, we do have a variety of scrolls that you can choose from. We have a few wands as well. Is that kind of what you're...
Sure, I was looking for more enhancing wands rather than anything that casts a specific spell.
Oh, so like something that will buff your magic a little bit, you're
Yes,
saying?
exactly.
I think I have something like that. Hold on.
Or rings, or anything in general.
Hold on a second, because I do have this pulled up. I just have to...
Me paging through the DM's manual like it's a catalog.
Me. I also have Xanathars with me right here, and that has a guide of.
Xanthars is wonderful.
I love it. It has a guide of my favorite magic items, mundane magic items. Those are great.
I have a huge, I
They're
took
wonderful.
50,000 photos of Wiz's, I think DM guide with magic
No,
items.
I think it was my Xanthars.
Oh, was it Xanthars?
Yeah, because they have all
Yeah.
the tables.
I was gonna say, I literally have a big Google Drive folder filled with PDFs.
I
Yeah.
have a bunch of magic items that I specifically arranged to have on sale for here. So, there are certain things that you will not be able to find here because it's just not something that would be on sale. You're
Right.
not going to be able to close your eyes, pick a magic item, and be like, "Hey, is this for sale?" And I'm going to be like, "Oh, actually, yes, it is."
Right.
You know what?
But there are some things obviously, Peter, I didn't know, or Detroit, I didn't know that there was that kind of bardic specific weapon, but something like that is reasonable to have being sold at a festival like this.
Yeah, and obviously you can pick whichever one of those instruments.
Yeah,
that will be on
exactly.
For sale, to your discretion.
Most likely, at this phase in the festival, you're not going to be able to find one of the more rare ones, because like I said,
That's
most
fair,
of
yeah.
the actual strong magic items are found in Elder's Bane, and nobody from Elder's Bane is here right now.
Right.
So you'd either have to continue and follow the parade to Elder's Bane, or you're gonna have to kind of pick through what people have. Now, for Marin, these are pretty, not commonplace, but something that Elin Elin really like specializes in wands and scrolls and potions. So she kind of sorts through the small stack of wands that she has brought with her, and she pulls up a box and she goes, "Ah, I think this can help you. This wand, well, I believe it once belonged to a war mage, and so it's used for more combat heavy situations. Maybe this is something that you're looking for." So Wand of the War Mage gives you a +2 to spell attack rolls.
Cool.
And also, if someone's in half cover, which never really comes up, but if someone is in half cover, it ignores that.
And how much would that be?
Oh, let's see. My wands are typically a little bit more expensive than the scrolls, so I'd have to say, well, what do you have to offer?
Oh.
I keep bumping into my desk. I'm sorry. It's worth about, I'd say, probably 300 GP or so, maybe 350. So, do you have anything like that to trade?
Sure. I'm sure I do. Mern starts shifting through his bag, and then runs over to the next and starts shifting through the bag that Ace gave them.
Okay.
What is in there again?
I think we made a list, or maybe we didn't. We didn't. So there was a pair of daggers. There was an old half plate. There was a pretty decent looking tunic.
Half plate usually sells for pretty high, so you might be able to get off part of that price with the half plate.
Ooh, I'm hoping Nat is typing the list.
You are correct. I am doing that.
Excellent, thank you, Nat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pull out half plate kind of heavily.
Oh, did you find something you want?
I think this would work. Ethan, would this work?
Is he struggling to hold it up or something?
Yeah.
And
Scrawny.
Owl will
It's
grab
heavy.
it for Marin and hold it for him.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
like, I got it.
Doesn't even break a sweat.
Yeah, no, it's like
He's
I
holding
just
it with, like his pinky.
yeah, like I just palm it. Just
Normally I'd not really, a proprietor of armor or anything like that. Is it enchanted?
I
Let me-
cast Detect Magic.
No, it is not enchanted. It's
Damn it.
just,
Is anything in the bag enchanted?
I can't remember everything that was in the bag because I don't. Because Nat stopped typing.
Nat!
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought you had a list from the previous episode.
I don't think there was anything magical in there.
I don't think there was
No.
anything magical either, not to my knowledge. But it's fine.
No.
She
Very
kind of like
certain
takes it and
not.
she's like, "Do you mind if I take a look?"
Absolutely. I'm not an enchanter, but if given enough time, I could probably write you a spell scroll.
Oh,
Trade.
what spell?
Well, you can take a look at my spell book and choose.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I'll absolutely trade you for a spell scroll.
The more powerful the spell, I'll leave it at your discretion. You wouldn't screw us over. But the higher level the spell, the much longer it is going to take me.
I understand. I've worked with scrolls for a very long time
Well,
now,
of
Marin.
course. Sorry.
It's okay. I've had people mansplain stuff to me before.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Elin.
It's okay. I'm just pulling your leg.
I pull out my leather-bound spellbook and hand
me
it
see.
to her.
Someone didn't send me an updated version of their character sheet, so I actually don't know
I'll
all
do
the
it.
spells
I'll
that
do it
Marin
right,
has.
right goddamn now.
DM.
Yeah.
While that's happening, there are two mundane magical items that I would like to see. Oh, hold on. One is a handy spice pouch, basically a magic pouch that just has spices that makes food taste good.
Okay.
And the other is a cloak of many fashions. It's the cloak that can basically change its color and style, and it's still a cloak, but it's just it can always match whatever fashion you're wearing.
Okay. So, Elin probably would not have those type things.
Mhm.
Like I said, a lot of her specialty is very much like scrolls,
Mhm.
rods, staffs, wands,
Right.
potions. However, like I said, there was also a magic oriented tailor
Mm-hmm.
right across the way where you might
Cool.
be able to find that robe.
Cool. Al wants to go off and do that himself.
Okay.
And he will stop at his family's booth and pick up some meals to trade.
Okay.
Trust me, Marin is probably going to be over that way in a minute.
Yeah. Al wants to go first, though. He wants to,
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to do something by himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Elin,
Yeah. Cool.
Elin pages through. Sorry, one sec. Elin pages through Marin's spellbook real quick, and she goes, For this level, well, for this powerful of a wand, I know it will take you a little while, but would this spell be okay? And she points to Vampiric Touch.
Sure, that should be fine.
Take all the time you need to make it. I know that scrolls are a long process.
Thank you, Elin.
But it's just kind of
I'm
here.
sure you see Ace enough to track me down if I don't get it back to you.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be hearing from me, and you'll be hearing from me if I don't receive it. But I'm not worried. I trust Ace and his judgment of people. Here, if you could just scroll down in my book that you kind of have an IOU. And she turns like a book towards you, kind of a bookkeeping book.
Sure. First, can I look at your scrolls as well?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. What kind of scroll are you looking for?
Oh god, I'm looking at spells I don't have that I can probably transcribe.
Okay. So that makes total sense. I'm stupid. Spells by.
So
Give me wizard spells.
the spell's up to 5th level. Wizard spells.
Wizard
What
spells,
wizard spells?
please. Thank you.
Nobody got that joke except for me.
You are absolutely right. I didn't even hear it.
Well, I'm not repeating it, so suffer.
Okay. I have a few scrolls here. This one is Alter Self. So I don't know if you need me to explain to you what every spell does, but
No.
yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. This one here is a scroll of invisibility.
Do you have that one?
I have this scroll, but it's pretty expensive. It is a blink scroll. So that you may cast blink once. Most of my scrolls usually have second or first level spells on them at the moment, unfortunately. After the festival, you're always free to come by. I'm actually going to be traveling with everyone to go to Elder's Bane and see what I can find there.
Oh, sure. That'd be wonderful, then.
Okay, so is it just the...
I'll just
the
take the
one,
one
then?
for now.
Okay.
And I'll write
So-
in her book.
She hands you this quill that is a gold feather, and as you sign your name in her book, you watch as, like, the feather kind of glows a little bit. And she smiles and pockets the feather. Thank you. It was great seeing you again. Are your friends around as well?
Oh, they should be around.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the festival.
And you as well.
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Al goes off to the tailor.
Yes, I wanted to go while this is all transpiring.
Yes. So, you enter this tent that is kind of set up a bit strange. He doesn't have a lot on display outside,
Mm-hmm.
but once you are inside, he seems to have a very most of his stuff is just fabric that is lying around, almost like you would see if you went inside like a seamstress's store or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a man sitting at a desk in the middle. It's not like a desk, but it's kind of like a table that he has propped up with a chair, and he seems to be scribbling away at it, at a book. And there are a few mannequins that have full outfits displayed on them, or a single piece of clothing, and there's a rack of hats in the center as well. And he doesn't seem to notice as you enter his tent, as he is furiously scribbling.
Hello.
Oh, don't startle me like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi. I'm Owl. And I was looking for,
You don't look like an owl.
No, that's just my name.
Curious name for a dragonborn.
Yeah, no, my dad gave me that name. Anyway, do you have, there's a like a magic cloak that can, like, change styles? Like, not any kind of protection or anything, just one, like, for fashion reasons?
Do I have a cloak? Of course I have a cloak like that.
Oh, cool.
What do you take me for?
Well, I don't, can I trade for that cloak, please?
Sure, if you have something worthy to offer. My work is highly valuable, highly finely made, so you're going to have to pay up big.
Okay, I have, some meals from my family's booth. Um, we make really nice home cooked meals. And me and my mom make really good breakfasts. So I brought some of our pancake recipes. Um, so maybe that to start.
Meals? I mean, I don't know. That's. Do you have anything else? Something I can use? Old piece of clothing? Not
Oh.
old per se, but something that I can use. I mean, of course I
Oh.
can eat. Then it'll be gone. So.
Right. Well, I have, I do have an old set of clothing with me.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So it's sort of an older, worn set of clothes. Would like this? I'll pull that out.
Okay. He kind of examines the clothes for a little while. It's like, it's just
I should
obviously
note that they're
not-
close for. There's a. They're just very big.
Yeah, yeah. I figured it was like one of the things that comes like on your
Yeah,
character
Yeah,
already.
the standard clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, he's kind of examining it, and he's like, "What did you say your name was again?"
Owl Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. Your
Mhm.
father. What is his name?
Oh, Russo. Mm-hmm.
That's who I thought.
Do you know him?
Well, yes, I to him from Ormir, and though it plagues me to say that, as my creative genius is rather stunted in country bumpkin of a kingdom
Oh.
times. Well, he did help me in one occurrence when my shop caught on fire, so
Oh, that was your shop. Oh, okay. Well,
yes, that was my shop.
I'm sorry about that. I mean, I mean, I didn't do that. I'm not sorry in that way.
No, it wasn't
right.
you. It was those nasty little children
Yeah.
next door.
So can we trade for the cloak?
Yes, I will accept your offering of these clothes and your.
Cool.
Okay, so he. Whoops, sorry about that. He kind of starts digging through one of the racks that he has on the outside of the tent, not outside, like on the edge of the tent. And after he pulled apart some of the random bits of fabric he has lying around, he produces this cloak and presents it to you.
Thank you. Then I'll fold it
Sure.
up. I'll fold it up nice and tuck it away.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know where I can find a handy spice pouch, like for spices for cooking? I've been trying to get better at doing that. So.
Do I look like that? You can check with the traders from Haven, but
Okay.
I don't think that's selling magic cooking items.
That's okay. I just wanted to check. You've been a huge help. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
Bye. Say hi to your father.
Okay.
And you exit his booth. So we still have like more people can interact with the tailor. We have the more like generic traders that are setting out their table of goods. They're the ones that are like barking the most. Like most of the merchants here are kind of patiently waiting for people come to their booth, or they're kind of like offering, if they're providing food, they're offering samples. But that's the extent. They're not quite as carnival barky here, except for these traders who are like trying to get as much of a crowd as possible around their booth. And then you also have that little tent that is covered in the tapestry that you don't really know what it is.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you want to do that interaction for the instrument. I just wanted to allow
Yeah.
Marin and Owl to have their chance.
Absolutely.
Unless Joseph wants to do something. I know I've been talking a lot this session, so.
Sure, you're good.
No, I have been too. Mary just wants to look at like all of the magic items, so he will pretty much follow whoever around.
Okay. Nyx.
Come with me, Marin. Let's go find me a new instrument.
Sounds good.
Nyx kind of looks at Jez and he's like, did you want to browse with me? I'm not really looking for anything in particular, but I have this like that we found in that, in the I don't really have a use, so if I can trade it for something, that'd be pretty nice.
That sounds like a good plan. I also am not looking for much. I think I've got most of what I need.
Okay, well let's browse then.
Let's go.
Okay.
Just hooks and arms through Marin or Nyx's. Off they
Okay.
go.
Nyx hooks at our. He looks a little red in the face first, and then he continues. So I have to access my tabs now, my exclusive tabs.
Oh boy.
Okay. So that's not gonna work. Let me close that. Thank you. Okay, so Peter and Marin, you guys make your way through the kind of generic merchant, and you find yourselves drawn in by what these traders are barking at people. Not to mention the fact that their table seems to have wildest array of things possible. They have random bits of armor, they have like swords and daggers, they have bits of clothing that seem to they don't really look reminiscent of any of the types of clothing that you've seen in Althane before. They kind of are a different style and fashion. And they also have a few assorted items. There's leather bags, there's instruments, there's glasses and hats and a bunch of just random junk that they've thrown out here. And they're like, come on, who wants something? Who wants something? Make me an offer, alright? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Excuse me, my good sir. I was interested on some of these instruments. As you can tell, I'm a bard from... crap, what's the college name? The Harper University. Harper University.
Oh. Who said that? Oh, sorry, I was...
Down here.
I was looking up. Yeah, what can I get you, an instrument?
Yeah, I was curious about what you could tell me about these instruments. They look very high quality.
Sure, yeah, of course they're high quality. I selling them. Well,
You
this
found them.
here, well, I traded for them at the docks. You know, we get a lot of foreign imports there in Haven, and it's just kind of, you know, a thing that we do. We take in foreign goods and I come sell them here. So, this here's a, what did you call this again, Luther? That's a pan flute. That's right. It's a pan. You blow in the holes. It makes sound.
Anything particularly interesting about this little pan flute here?
It makes, when you blow in the long ones, it makes a deeper noise, and when you blow in the short ones, it makes a higher noise.
Peter just kind of like
I'm-
squints his eyes at
I'm
this.
gonna wave my hand and cast Detect Magic. So within 30 feet, anything magical should light up for me.
Okay, so I have seen I've lost this thing. Here we go. Okay, so you cast Detect Magic, and a lot of the things on this table don't seem to have any kind of magical properties. Junk. But there are a few things that emanate that slight aura to them to indicate to you that they are indeed magical. There is a there's a lute set kind of off to the side. He seems to have pushed forward a lot of the smaller type items. So he has the pan flute. He has like a penny whistle. He has another viol that's kind of similar to your Peter, but it seems to be made with a different kind of wood. And the lute does give a magic aura to it.
Did you say the viol did as well?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just the lute. The viol just kind of looks like here, kind of a nicer wood. It looks a little nicer than the one you have.
Yeah, mine's a little
but
beat
it
up.
yeah, it doesn't seem to have any magical properties to it. It's just a very well-made lute.
Okay, I'll cast a message to Peter. Say,
Ring ring.
That pan flute isn't worth a penny, but the lute over there is magical,
Excuse
and
me,
he
sir.
might not realize it.
Excuse me, sir. What's that thing over there? Tucked behind that little box. Looks like a lute.
Yeah.
you
a
said it was
lute.
the loot, right,
Yep.
Okay, just double checking.
That's what it is. You know better than me. You're a musician, you said, right?
I just wanted to make sure. And it's funny, actually, you mentioned these were all imported goods. I actually happen to have some imported goods of my own, if you're willing to hear me out and parlay in a trade here for that loot.
That's the name of the game here, my friend. What do you got?
Well, he pulls out his pouch with some of the pastries that he got. I don't suppose you've heard of a land known as Barovia.
Oh my god.
I can't believe this is where this is going.
No, Barovia. Is that in our thing?
No, it's over the waters. It's quite.
Okay.
I came a long way, you know. Seen many things, been places, played songs all over the world, and this here from Barovia, I got from a very, very nice lady I knew, and she called them dream pastries. And let me tell you, my friend, I've had one of these, and boy, they will really put you in a good mood, really take the edge off. Very lovely little things, and I just happen to have 4 right in this bag, and I'm sure that's a fine trade for that loot there.
You're trying to give me a couple cakes for an instrument?
These aren't just any cakes, like I said. They're
Enchanted.
exactly. They're enchanted cakes.
Make a deception.
Yeah.
Can you have advantage because I'm helping?
I don't think Peter needs advantage because
Let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
Uh,
Come at me. 16 plus 9, 25.
Also, this guy is like a professional. This is what he does as a living, even though he sounds like. Whoops! Hold on.
Please, please,
Oh, I
please, please.
dropped my fucking desk. So I rolled a 6
Yeah.
with his insight. That's not gonna do much. Dream pastries. You said. Let me see one of them.
Sure.
Just no.
Careful now,
eating
they're
them
worth a
at
pretty
night.
penny. You wouldn't want to eat one just for the sake of it.
What did you say they did?
Well, they put you in a really good mood. Just brings really takes the edge off. Puts even gives you some really nice vivid dreams. If you ever
I'm
need
Are
something
these
to just
legal?
Hmm?
Are these legal?
What?
Are you trying to say me?
No.
They're
These
not.
are quite legal. My
They're
good sir.
paid.
Otherwise, how would I have gotten them through customs? If they came from over the ocean.
I don't know. You musicians are the sneaky taps.
What?
Well, then take my word. Whoa, what was
So at least I'm
that?
not as bad as a rogue.
Adopted my accent.
We did. Well, then take my word for it. I am.
I don't know you from Susan. Who the hell are you?
No. It's just
Man,
between
Molly.
you and me, my
I have
friend.
traveled all over the mainland, and I am quite adept in the arcane arts.
Well, I guess if I can have all four,
Of course.
fine. You got yourself a deal.
My good man, thank you so much.
All right. He passes you the loot, and it is the loot listed on this chart here, the DOS loot.
Yeah.
So that is now in your inventory. Okay, I'm gonna speed run the end of this a little bit. Nyx and Jez, you kind of wander over to the same tailor that Al had kind of checked out. And the tailor kind of like bursts through the front, and he looks around and he makes dead eye contact with you. And he's like, "You, wearing?"
Me?
Yeah, you. Oh. What? I don't know what's coming through your speaker, Nick, but you might...
Oh, I'm sorry. That I thought.
You're good.
Whoops.
Yes, you. It's rather horrid.
Just looks down at themselves and just looks up at Nyx and
Hey, don't speak to them like that. Those aren't even their...
That's why they're not even mine. I forgot.
If you're going to insist on wearing that, then get out of my...
Oh. Wait. What? What? Okay, why are you being so aggressive? Do you want something from me? Ugh.
I want... Come here.
Okay.
And he grabs Jez and pulls them into the...
Nyx
for a moment.
is coming with me.
Nyx follows after, and he... Excuse me, you can't just grab them like that. And he kind of like takes the guy's wrist. He takes it with the beast hand, and the guy kind of like recoils immediately. He's like, "Oh God, the pair of you are just." Let me see. Yes, I have something that can save your poor soul from. He starts digging through a pile tent, and Nyx kind of gives Jez a look like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Jez is not quite sure what they think. Probably.
Are you okay?
I do not take particularly kindly to being grabbed, but otherwise,
Yeah.
I am fine.
I can like beat him up.
No, I don't think that is necessary. I think the worst thing I can do to him is tell him I don't want his stupid clothes, but
I found it.
okay. What have you found for me?
He walks up to Jez and he is holding a robe of some kind, although it's asymmetrical, so it has one long full, and it's kind of created in a it's hard to describe. It folds over in the front, but then there's a tapestry that kind of falls in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a sash kind of hanging from the waist.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath it there is just a pair of pants that cut off at and he goes, "Put these on. I have a dressing room right around there. Just go stand behind the partition." Nix kind of looks at Jez and like shrugs, and he's like, "I mean, I guess it can't hurt."
I would appreciate a please.
Oh, please, for the love of everything.
Okay. And just goes and does that, I guess.
Okay, so
Very carefully folds all of Jack's clothes that they're wearing.
So as Jez puts this on, they feel very, very nice. Like, this outfit is it's made from an excellent fabric. It almost feels like a silk. And the tapestry that's hanging from it, as well as the design that kind of runs down the whole body of it, as well as the sleeve, is this gorgeous waterfall. It ties off at the waist with this light blue sash that just kind of hangs loosely. And the other side that isn't the long sleeve is just kind of cuts off at the shoulder.
I am surprisingly enjoying this thing. And not Nix, God, I can't get my names right. Just comes out from behind the thing and is kind of doing that thing where they like pull it parts of it and like look at it and.
That looks really nice. Do you want it? Because I just want to get rid of this. So if you want it, I mean, I can trade this for that.
Sure. I mean, a second set of clothes is always nice. Why?
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. And just looks at this person. Why you want this to come with me specifically?
And the guy kind of looks at you, and he seems to have, his eyes are kind of like glistening.
Like tears glistening, or
no, like he's very intent. He's like kind of marveling at what he sees in front of him, and he's like, yes, this outfit was made for you.
That sounds super sketchy.
Take it as you will, but it suits you, and it will do you good to wear it.
Okay.
Now about my payment, I can't just accept this bow that you seem to be extending to me. I need something. Give me something cloth. And Nyx kind of like looks at Jez and is like, do you have anything? Oh wait! And he digs into the bag and he pulls out the tunic that Ace had put in the bag, and he goes, will this work? And the tailor takes it and examines it closely, and he's like, yeah, this is very finely made. Is this a Queen's Guard uniform? I haven't seen one made like this in a very long time. Yes, this will do quite well. This is vintage, practically. Yes, I will take your bow and I will take your tunic, and you will leave my tent. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
I love this guy. Me personally as a player. Okay. Those. Okay.
Yes, there's no need to thank me. Just leave.
Have a good holiday.
So, all of you have kind of commiserated. Marin, if you wanted, the other things at that table, there was a gauntlet that glowed with magic, and there was also a ring magic. Would you like to look at those two items? Or either of them?
With my detect magic, can I get like enough of a vibe of like School of Magic and like probably what they do without having to talk to a whole NPC?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like flat out kind of tell you what they are. I know that but like I don't really know how to define the of this magic. So one of them is a ring that actually looks like a rat. It's a small sleeping rat, and its tail is curled up and forms the ring part of the ring. This is called the Ring of the Rodent, and when you're wearing it, you get a +2 to stealth checks, and you can also speak to rats. The other thing is this gauntlet that looks like it's almost made of stone. It's a very odd-looking gauntlet. You've never seen anything like this before. It looks like it might have come from a jungle, and there are absolutely no jungles in Alphane. It has a totem like face on the back of it, and this is the Glove of Many Tongues. When you are wearing it, if you touch a script while wearing it, the face on the back of the gauntlet will translate what the words say.
Oh, that's dope.
And speak them to you. Those are the two magic items.
Interesting. Okay. I'll ask the guy about how much that one is.
The gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yeah. You looking at this glove then, mate?
Yes.
Alright, what do you have to offer? As you say this, Nyx and Jez have kind of like wandered up behind you, so now the party is standing around this booth.
Yeah, I'll pull out the two. I'll pull out the two fine daggers.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
actually, I have
there's
two
also a
daggers in
short
my
sword.
bag. I'll pull out the two nice daggers I have in my bag that are brand new.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, daggers? Sure. You want to give me weapons in exchange for a glove? I'll take it. It's a creepy looking glove anyway.
Just the daggers?
Sure, I don't...
Sure.
It's just a glove. Look at it, it's pretty ugly
Fine
too.
by me. What about... Would you be willing to toss in that ring as well?
You're
This
gonna have to give me something more than the daggers. If the ring, I know that's magic.
Okay. Marin's going to... Hold on, let me reread this again. Well... There's always other means of payment. And Marin will wink. And I'll use my feature.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Let me use his background feature.
Yeah,
I
okay.
never do.
Talking to is kind of he seems to be kind of a salty, older, not like old, but like, fairly aged. He's seen a lot of sun in his day. And he is a half-orc. And so he kind of is like picking at his tooth with a toothpick when you say this, and he looks up at you, and the toothpick kind of falls from his mouth. And he goes, "So, what are you suggesting?"
In theory, he should know what I'm suggesting.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What is the?
I can read it.
Describe?
To you.
Yeah, describe it for both
Seducer's
me and
Wild.
Mr.
Your experience with every manner of creature have taught you how to use tempting looks and your inviting attitude to catch the eye of your desires. Through these, you can call upon a creature who is attracted to your gender, that can see and hear you, and gain its attention or audience without it suspecting something other than your.
Okay.
So it's something that like is supposed to make it easier for me to talk to people
Gotcha.
that don't want to talk to me, but Marin's just primarily the latter half of that.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that's not exactly how it's supposed to work, but yeah.
It is my trade.
I guess I'll be in town for the night, so. Yeah, sure, go, take it. And he puts the ring in Marin's hand, as well as the glove.
Jez is looking
Okay,
a
I
little
only
bit
give him one of the
confused.
daggers.
You only give him one of the daggers?
Yeah!
You were offering both!
Well, fine, I'll fucking give him both.
You can't shortchange this man. You have 4 daggers with you.
I do. I'll give him both.
And you never melee fight, what the fuck?
I don't. I have 3 daggers in my bag.
Jesus Christ. What did Jez do?
Jez is just looking a little bit confused. There might have been some context to this conversation that Jez missed.
Oh, yeah, I guess Jez and Nyx walked over.
Okay, so, to kind of wrap up, what we're doing here, now the shopping montage, as you guys are kind of making your way, the sun has definitely, like, dipped in the sky, and it's becoming that time when the late night show is gonna start, with the performances and the fire. But as you are walking by, Jez, you feel a hand on your arm, and as you turn to the side of you, you look to see there's what seems to be a human hand has extended from this unmarked tent, grabbing your arm, but what looks back at you looks like large cat eyes.
It's Garfield the Deal's world.
And that's where
Everybody, me.
that's where we're gonna leave this session off at. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you to my players for playing. And next session will definitely be the gala. We're gonna do a quick like intro scene of the nightly performance and stuff like that, and then it will transition directly into the gala nights. Players, prepare what you want your characters to be wearing to the gala. And keep in mind that it is a masquerade, so they need a mask.
I have been ready, Emily, for 3 weeks.
Oh, I need a mask too. Okay.
I also need a mask. Shit.
Dragonborn
Alright.
with mask.
Anyway, thank you,
Have a
Emily,
great
for
night.
DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you
good
so much.
night.
We had a good session. Good night.
Happy to.
Good
Good night.